Oh, hello. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. This video is about the former governor of Northern Barkazal, Kuel. He's in detention after he joined the group that calls itself People's Coalition for Civil Action. So it's a group that is now led by the former director of Suit Institute, Abraham Olich. And the main agenda was a peaceful change in leadership in Juba. So Kuel was one of the signatories. So after that, he was arrested. Sud Institute was raided and closed down. I think it's now open, and a new director, Dr. Ting Mayai, is now the new director. So Kuel is in detention, and family members and friends are saying he's in a bad health. He's in a bad shape health-wise. And I'm joining those who are calling for his release. And one of well-known South Sudanese activists, Edmund Yakani, has said this, and he, in the spirit of New Year, and he's requesting the president to release Kuel. This is what Yakani said. I take this opportunity to ask His Excellency, the President, can he release the detained former governor of Northern Barkazal, whose health is bad? He added, please let's have the willingness to forgive him and allow him to join his family and cope up with his life. So I think that's a good call, that he should be released to join his family and also to take care of his health, to seek medical attention. But there's something that Yakani said that I think it's not warranted in terms of pardoning. There's nothing to pardon, because I don't think Kuel is a violent man. I don't think he was calling for a violent overthrow of the president. It was a civil action, and this is something South Sudanese should get used to. You know, the idea that people can ask the leadership to resign, they can ask the people to say, okay, let us come together and urge the government or force the government out of power. That's a democratic process, as long as no one carries guns to shoot at people. So people should get used to this. South Sudanese should get used to the idea that people can always disagree on ideas. So this is setting a wrong precedent to young people, to ambitious young people who are joining the ruling elites. So Mr. President, I think it's up to you. There's no any way. The only way is to openly debate ideas. The only way is to be open to be criticized, to accept that you are criticized because you're a human being, you make mistakes. So, open debate. So, if there are people who say you should go, that you should resign, you should change, the leadership should be changed, you can bring in people who support you, people who articulate, people who know who you are, people who know what you're doing now, and openly debate, whether on the radio or on TV. Openly. It's the best way. It's the future of South Sudan. So that people can see what you have done, what you think you've done, openly. But the moment people like Kuel, a very peaceful man, is arrested because he joined a group that was expressing its democratic right, something that is guaranteed by the Constitution, then where are we going? It's time to get used, because there's no any other way. There's no any other way if South Sudan is to be a democracy, if South Sudan is to develop, is to allow open debate. There's no any other way, unless South Sudan wants to be a dictatorship where everyone has to sing praise to you. And I think you know more than anyone what South Sudanese went through in Sudan, what they went through in the bush. So now it's time to open it. There are many think tanks that can lead open debates. They can open different fora where people can debate. Kuel didn't do anything wrong. And the rest of people like Kuel is a testimony as to the state of things in South Sudan. The fact that Kuel is still in detention shows the future of South Sudan, that we are only there to praise the president. It is sad, it's sad, and it's not the future of South Sudan. People cannot praise you, and you know that. So it's time to release Kuel, to go to his family, to seek medical attention. And I think other people who criticize you, Mr. President, should not be arrested. If they say things that are outrageous, if they say things that are libelous, then you should have your lawyers open cases and take the cases to court. And it's up to the judges to decide. No one else is going to encourage open debate in South Sudan. It's on you because people are afraid of you. Now, young people who work for the national security, that work for all security services, they've adopted this attitude that if someone criticizes the president, then they should be beaten up. We have a, a young woman whose mother is beaten up. She was a wife of a former official in Central Equatoria, and she was criticizing the government in Central Equatoria, and her mother is now arrested, beaten up, and she's in hospital. That's the culture you're encouraging. That if people criticize you on social media or anywhere else, they should be, beaten up or arrested. That's not the future. So it's up to you to show the way, open debate or forum. For example, you can open a program on TV where people can come, a controlled environment where people can ask. You can encourage all the states, people from different states, because you don't develop, you don't go travel, you don't go to places, so that they can ask you questions in a controlled environment about the states, whether someone from Western Equatoria, someone from Central Equatoria, someone from Unity State, from Upper Nile, from Jonglei State, to ask questions relevant to them. You could also invite women groups, youth groups, elders, to ask questions relevant to their realities. It could also be on the radio. So please open this debate, because this is the future. There's no any other way. There's not.